There have been many kings in history who have ruled the world by the might of their swords. But in India, there was a king who forfeited his sword and found a new way to lead the people. We know him today by the name of Ashoka the Great. In the tales of Ashokavadana is a story that a small boy called Jai presented Buddha with a bowl of sand. Buddha was amused by his gesture, and when his disciple Anand asked him as to why he was smiling, Buddha told him that the small boy was destined to become the king of Patliputra in his next birth and spread Buddhism in all corners of the world. Maurya Empire came into existence in 320 BC, when a 20-year-old bright young leader Chandragupta was trained by a Brahmin called Chanakya, who set him up against the Nand kings. Chandragupta, along with a neighboring king, defeated the Nand kings and started the Maurya Dynasty. When Chandragupta Maurya started getting older, his son Bindusar inherited the throne. Chandragupta became a Jain saint in his last few days. As per the Jain religion, he followed Salikhana and fasted till his soul left his body. After Chandragupta, King Bindusar ruled for 25 years, and after him his son Ashoka led the Maurya Empire from 273 BC. Ashoka was feared for his anger. In fact, he had built a torture chamber where people would be punished for disobedience. Many a times he beheaded his ministers out of anger. Because of all these incidents, people started calling him Cruel Ashoka. After the demise of King Bindusar, the big question was that who would be the next king? Because King Bindusar had about 100 sons. But Ashoka schemed along with his minister and killed all his brothers except one, and became the third king of the Maurya Dynasty. In 273 BC, right after becoming the king, Ashoka did not declare any major wars. He just wiped off some rebels in southern and western India so that the Maurya Dynasty continues to reign supreme. After spreading throughout India and up to Persia, Kalinga was the only region that was not under Maurya Empire. 8 years after becoming the king, Emperor Ashoka set out to conquer Kalinga. Historians believe that Kalinga's ever-growing army and foreign relations were the root cause of this war, while some believe that Ashoka's stepbrother left Ashoka to join the Kalinga's dynasty, and Ashoka was not happy about this. Before the war, Ashoka sent his messengers to Kalinga, but the talks were not fruitful. Then Ashoka sent his commanders to fight. When Ashoka's commanders were annihilated by the Kalinga army, Ashoka was furious and raided the Kalinga dynasty, considered as one of the biggest wars ever. The Kalinga War resulted in the death of approximately 1 lakh soldiers on either sides, and 1.5 lakh people were left homeless as its aftermath. The bloodshed was so intense that a nearby river called Daya turned red. After the victory, when Ashoka went to see the outcome, he was shocked by what he saw. Houses were burning, heaps of dead bodies, children crying of hunger. A woman who lost her entire family because of the war told Emperor Ashoka to kill her too, because she had nothing left to live for. Ashoka realized his sins at that very moment, and he started crying, started talking to himself. What have I done? Is this a victory or a defeat? Is this justice or injustice? Ashoka had a change of heart, and he started walking on the path of Buddha. He was no longer cruel Ashoka. He had transformed into the noble Ashoka. His new mission was protecting the people and maintaining peace. He vowed that the only thing he would win would be hearts and not land or empires. He became a vegetarian and requested others to turn to vegetarianism. To help the common man, Emperor Ashoka employed agents and governors throughout his empire to ensure that people were genuinely happy and content under his rule. This was the era of peace and prosperity for Magadh. Ashoka sent his missionaries to spread Buddhism in Kashmir, northwest, Persia, Egypt, and even Greece. Not just that, he sent his son Mahendra to Sri Lanka so that he could enlighten the then king of Sri Lanka, Devanampiya Tissa, with the message of Buddha. Soon the king changed his religion and followed the teachings of Buddha. Mahendra's mission was quite successful as he converted the king's daughter-in-law, Princess Anula, as well. But for this ritual, Mahendra called his sister Sangamitra. Sangamitra went there with a small Bodhi plant, which still stands in Anuradhapura. It is said that this is the world's oldest Bodhi tree. After Sangamitra went to Sri Lanka, Bhikkhuni Sangh, that is Buddhist nuns, started increasing in numbers. They are considered as equal to Buddhist female monastic order. At the time when Ashoka was a prince, his father had sent him to Ujjain to fight an enemy. He was injured during the war. and he was taken care of by Buddhist monks and nuns. Ujjain was the place where Ashoka was first introduced to the teachings of Buddha. This is where he met a girl called Devi, who was his personal nurse and a Buddhist. She was the same girl who became Ashoka's first wife. Mahendra and Sanghmitra were their kids. In his final years, Ashoka detached himself from kingship and focused on meditation. After ruling for about 40 years, he died in 232 BC. In many ways, Ashoka was exactly like his grandfather Chandragupta. He united the entire India and dedicated his final few years towards his faith. These stories would have remained unknown if Ashoka's edict pillars would not have narrated them. Ashoka's edicts spread across India, Nepal, Pakistan and Afghanistan. They were made in a town called Chinar near Varanasi and then transported far and wide and planted there. Most of the edicts have a message in Brahmi. These edicts lasted for such a long time because they were carved out in stone. These edicts are a prime example of their artistic and technological prowess. 10 of these pillars are still standing today. These pillars, having tiger, bull and lion, are considered masterpieces of Indian art and the emblems of present-day India. Magad was the first kingdom where the safety of animals and wildlife conservation was given as much importance as the safety of the people. Hunting was prohibited. Everyone had the freedom to follow their religion. Maintaining peace and love among the people was the duty of the empire. It can be said that Ashoka led India to its golden age.
Like, share, subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from Epic.